He was one of the very best Charlie Parker-inspired saxophonists, while also adding a touch of the blues. Who was Cannonball Adderley? Here on Big on Bebop. He was born Julian Edwin Adderley on September 15, 1928, in Tampa, Florida. His entire family was musical. His father played the cornet. His mother was an elementary school teacher. He studied both brass and reed instruments, settling on the saxophone. The family moved to Tallahassee when his parents obtained teaching positions at Florida A&M University. Both Cannonball and brother Nat played with Ray Charles when Charles lived in Tallahassee during the early 1940s. In 1948, after finishing his music studies at Florida A&M, he became the band director at Dillard High School in Fort Lauderdale, a position which he held until 1950. Adderley was drafted into the U.S. Army in 1950 during the Korean War, serving as the leader of the 36th Army Dance Band. He moved to New York City in 1955, originally to seek graduate studies at New York conservatories, but one night in 1955 he brought his saxophone with him to the Café Bohemia, sitting in with Oscar Pettiford, and the buzz on the New York jazz scene after Adderley's performance announced him as the heir to the mantle of Charlie Parker. Adderley formed his own group with his brother Nat after signing on to the Savoy label in 1955. In the spring of '56, he and his brother Nat began a tour with their own group when it disbanded in late '57. He joined Miles Davis until 1959 and then toured with George Shearing as a soloist. Later that year, the Adderley brothers reformed their quartet, playing bop imbued with an infectious, highly rhythmic gospel sound that made it one of the most popular jazz groups in the 1960s, with hit records like Work Song, Diz Here, and Mercy, Mercy, Mercy. The quartet went through many named pianists, including Bobby Timmons, Barry Harris, Victor Feldman, Joe Zwanfeld, Hal Galfer, Michael Wolff, and George Duke. By the end of the 1960s, Adderley's playing began to reflect the influence of electric jazz. In this period, he released albums such as Accent on Africa and The Price You've Got to Pay to Be Free. He appeared in Clint Eastwood's movie Play Misty for Me and a role in Kung Fu, the TV show. In July of 1975, Adderley suffered a stroke from a cerebral hemorrhage and died 4 weeks later, on August 8, 1975, in Gary, Indiana. He was 46 years old. Later in 1975, he was inducted into the Downbeat Jazz Hall of Fame. Cannonball Adderley was a powerful presence in the jazz scene and was an articulate communicator for his music, as well as being an elite Charlie Parker-inspired saxophonist. Cannonball Adderley, an outstanding bebop saxophone player.